Ну что, здорово, народ. Мы продолжаем FreeSpace 2. Потому что почему бы и нет.
36 hours ago, the NTF launched a full-scale offensive in Epsilon Pegasi, taking the GTVA 6th Fleet by surprise. Commanding his forces from the NTD Repulse,
Да, здорово, Морни.
Rear Admiral Koth leads the rebel advance. With 75% of our forces in this system decimated, the regional death toll since the incursion now exceeds 80,000. Unless we act quickly, decisive rebel victory is imminent. The GTD Aquitaine will lead the Allied counterstrike against Koth and his warships. We will resupply in Capella before shipping out to the front. We have also learned our campaign in Sirius has failed. Two-pronged offensive launched from Alpha Centauri and Deneb encountered fierce resistance. Unless we can devise a military solution for dealing with the rebels, the GTVA will be forced to recognize the NTF's authority in Sirius, Regulus, and Polaris. Allied engineers in the meantime are developing and adapting technologies that will enable us to fight more effectively in the nebula. Dr. Hargrove and her research team continue to study the subspace portal. Their findings have been classified Level 5. Until the situation in Epsilon Pegasi has been normalized, the GTVA will suspend its operations in the nebula.
This is Lieutenant Commander Cordova, leader of the 242nd
Здорово, Slowpoke News,
Suicide
Максим.
Welcome to Epsilon Pegasi, pilots. NF Station, the Alliance's base of operations in this system, is now under attack. Though we have destroyed the NTC Outrage, the Cato continues to bombard the installation with heavy beam fire. Evacuation of civilian personnel on board NF Station is now in progress. As you know, civilians are protected under the Beta Aquila Convention, but the NTF has rejected that treaty and its provisions. Fortunately, most of the civilian convoy has jumped safely to the Capella jump node. Your mission is to defend NF Station. As leader of Alpha Wing, you will command your squad mates to destroy the fighters and warships besieging our installation. If the rebels sortie their Zeus bombers, intercept the warheads before they impact the base. Allied forces are engaging the rebels throughout the system. As resources become available, they will be deployed to assist you. Until we get these reinforcements, however, holding down the fort is all up to you. This sortie will be the first combat field test of the Perseus Intercept fighter. So let's put on a good show.
Как видите, я немного экран поправил, теперь он занимает весь экран. Так, гарпуны, хорнаты. Давайте темпесты возьмем. Ты понимаешь, почему я тебя называю Slowpoke News, Максим?
Affirmative. NTF fighters, you are firing upon a civilian vessel. Break off your attack.
Alpha, we need some fighter cover of the Calypso. Intercept the bombs before they hit the installation. We must not lose that base.
Ну, а ты не ловил он ногами?
Well done. The NTC Cato has been destroyed.
Так, ну, Калипсо выжил, чтобы вот этот Хоквуд пал нафиг. Ну, короче, потому что их добавили далеко не вчера. Если бы ты смотрел, что происходит в Дискорде, ты бы знал, что их добавили уже давно. Про эту новость сейчас скидывал Александр.
This is the Mannheim. We have set course for the Capella jump node. Activating jump drive now.
Да блин, не хватает нам устойчивости. Так. Причем совсем. All fighter.
Roger that, sir. Engaging your target. NTF fighters, you are firing upon a civilian vessel. Break off your attack.
Никогда. Только разные разновидности варгейма. Здоровье.
Here, NTF bombers are closing in.
Intercept the bombs before they hit the installation. We must not lose that base.
Affirmative.
Так, а мы пока займемся вот этим дядей.
The Calypso has been destroyed.
Да и пофиг. Или не пофиг. Энергию на задние щиты. Отходим.
This is NF Station. We have sustained moderate damage. All breach levels have been sealed off. Engineering reports the situation is under control. This is the Mannheim. We have set course for the Capella jump node. Activating jump drive now.
Блин, реинфорс Космос нам недоступно, обидно. Так, сейчас мы отправляем всех на уничтожение Хоквуда. Именно вот это вот задница, которая по нам лупит. Закончились. Сколько ж у него пушек, насколько он вносит. Просто жесть какая-то.
NTF fighters, you are firing upon a civilian vessel. Break off your attack.
Alpha, we need some fighter cover on the Calypso. Hold back the rebels so the civilians can escape.
End of station here. NTF bombers are closing in.
We must not lose that base. Well done. The NTC Cato has been destroyed.
Affirmative.
Вон выходит этот хоп. Но сейчас нас больше интересуют бобры. И перехват, собственно говоря, торпед.
The Calypso has been destroyed.
Roger that, sir. Your target.
More rebel bombers inbound. Seek and destroy.
Get me out of here, Command! This is the Mannheim. We have set course for the Capella jump node.
Просто жесть. На этой миссии мы будем начинать и начинать.
Roger that, sir. Engaging your target.
Ни один боюсь раз.
NTF fighters, you are firing upon a civilian vessel. Break off your attack.
Alpha, we need some fighter cover on the Calypso. Hold back the rebels so the civilians can escape. Well done. The NTC Cato has been destroyed. Intercept the bombs before they hit the installation. We must not lose that base. Deploying support ship now. Please stand by.
Так. 20 секунд нас будут пополнять боеприпасами. Мы это время можем увеличить. Джеймса помер.
Roger that, sir. Engaging your target.
Но тут уже, боюсь, ничего не попишешь. Так. Пока снизим скорость до нуля. Через 10 секунд нас будут пополнять боеприпасами.
More rebel bombers inbound. Seek and destroy.
Hull integrity failing. Get me out of here, command. Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
This is the Mannheim. We have set course for the Capella jump node. Activating jump drive now.
Affirmative.
Пока мы отключаем. Пофиг на корабль.
This is Ennis Station. We have sustained moderate damage. All breach levels have been sealed off. Engineering reports the situation is under control. Bandit on your tail.
Правильно. Прям очень тесно будет.
Can't hold them off much longer. Ah!
Минус. Ай, один остался. Нас сбили, к сожалению. Ну, остался только один корабль. И это, собственно говоря, Хоквуд. Это что еще за напрочь? Союзники, походу. Да? Конец тех Хоквуд, судя по всему.
IFF status is friendly. Meet the Colossus, the largest spacefaring warship ever constructed.
This is the GTVA Colossus. Fighters stand clear of hostile warships. All batteries, fire at will.
We have defeated the Hawkwood.
Просто минус Хоквуд. Жесть.
Return to base, pilots. Mission accomplished.
Ну, RTB так RTB.
Colossus, maintain your current position.
Да, это
You will defend NF.
плюс этой игры.
In your courageous defense of Inif Station,
Сейчас.
you were eyewitness to an historic moment. The first combat deployment of the GTVA Colossus. You and your wing also showed us what the Perseus Intercept fighter can do. Against overwhelming odds, you repelled an attack against a facility of the utmost strategic importance for the Alliance. The commander of NF Station personally extends his gratitude, pilot. I can see you'll make a fine addition to the Suicide Kings. The Alliance has won battle after battle throughout the system, crushing the NTC Rapier, the NTC Explorer, and the NTD Normandy. These victories have stalled the rebel advance, and now with the help of the Colossus, we will push them back into the Polaris system, securing Epsilon Pegasi once and for all. For demonstrating exceptional skill in combat, you are hereby awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross.
Так вот, эта игра дает почувствовать, что значит летать на реально маленьком теребителе рядом с большими бабониками. 99-й год, блин. А еще меня дико радует, что вы показали нам, что может сделать новый истребитель. Показали, у меня все звено было сбито, я один остался. В итоге в конце просто Колоссус добил последнего противника. Показали врагу. Можем повторить, потерять все звено, остаться в одно рыло.
The following is classified level row. Unauthorized access is punishable under the GTVA Security Act, Deneb Convention, Section 2135. We vanquished the Shivans in the Great War, but the hard questions remain. How would we confront the threat of future invasion? The Shivans might return at any time, any place, without warning. How would we fight the next threat to the very existence of our species? In 2345, on the 10th anniversary of the Shivan attack on Ross 128, the Vasudan Emperor Khonsu II addressed the newly formed GTVA General Assembly. The Emperor inaugurated an ambitious and unprecedented joint endeavor, the GTVA Colossus.
Together we built a civilization from the ruins of the Great War, and now we stand on the threshold of a new era of prosperity and harmony. In Project Colossus, the Vasudan people celebrate a renewed covenant of peaceful coexistence and mutual defense with our Terran allies.
The Colossus is the most powerful spacefaring warship ever constructed. Spanning 6 kilometers from bow to stern, the Colossus has taken over 20 years to complete. 12 Lucifer-class destroyers can fit within its massive hull. Its state-of-the-art weaponry includes 45 laser turrets, 15 flak guns, 12 missile batteries, and 12 beam cannons. The Colossus wields more firepower than 5 Orion-class destroyers combined. 60 fighter and bomber wings are housed in its vast hangar, and its crew numbers over 30,000. Among its major contractors are industry giants Triton Dynamics, Subak Innis, and the Akaton Corporation. The Alliance now wages war on multiple fronts. In Deneb, Alpha Centauri, Epsilon Pegasi, and the mysterious nebula beyond Gamma Draconis. Once deployed, the Colossus will end these conflicts swiftly and decisively. If ever the Shivans return to threaten our worlds, we will be ready to face the challenge, securing peace for today and for generations to come.
А теперь минутка самой веселой информации.
The 242nd will escort a supply convoy as it makes its rendezvous with the GTVA Colossus. As we prepare the Colossus for the Allied counterattack,
6.
we must handle the logistics of supplying and maintaining this warship. Convoys of transports, gas miners, and freighters have been deployed for this purpose.
Он говорит, что там несколько этих самых кораблей Люцифер могут поместиться в одном Колоссусе. Я напомню, что нам говорилось, когда была Великая война, 32 года назад в этой игре, один Люцифер, рванув, нарушил этот самый... нарушил вормхолл Ну, кротовую нору, если правильно понял. Вот, до Земли. А тут их несколько такой этот. Взрываешь колосс, и пол галактики просто прыгать не может. Идеально.
The Colossus will jump in and rendezvous with your convoy at the Capella jump node, located on the far side of an asteroid field. The area has been the site of intense fighting and rebel activity. Intelligence believes the rebels might attempt to attack our supply convoys rather than challenge the Colossus directly. You will be leading Alpha Wing, the main escort component. Your mission is to defend the GTFR Paracombe, the GTG Avila, and the GVG Juyan. The Avila and Juyan are mining vessels designed to collect fuel from gas giants for the reactors that power the Colossus. The Vasudans have dispatched a wing of Serapis fighters to guard the Juyan. You do not have command over this unit. However, the 242nd Suicide Kings are responsible for the Juyan's safety. 18 months of civil war are beginning to strain Terran-Vasudan relations, especially in contested systems. See to it that Juyan survives.
В общем, вы поняли. Все остальным можно пожертвовать. Да, мы все еще на нем же. Weapon совмещенный. Так, это у нас еще упорнутый. Да.
Все правильно.
We're heading into the asteroid field now, Command. We're approximately 23 kilometers from the Capella jump node.
I'm picking up hostile indicators on my radar. I can't get a lock. Might be nothing but asteroid interference.
That's wishful thinking, pilot. Proceed with caution and stay close to the convoy.
Так, прикажем защищать. Нас, естественно, нападут.
Command, a rebel sentry gun is activated 1,000 meters from the convoy.
Destroy it, but be careful, Alpha. The NTF seem to have an ambush in the works. Keep an eye out for hostile fighters. The rebels have sortied their Medusa bombers. Intercept them before they fire their missiles. We must protect that convoy.
Так, где там? В принципе, тут пока турели остались.
Heads up, enemy wing closing in.
Affirmative.
Что, мы гарпуны уже закончились? Отлично, они их запускают издалека торпеды, и поэтому их сбивают пока что. 4 было. Питон. Там в меня втаранился. Медленная, приятная такая.
IFF confirmed. Hostiles inbound.
Поездочка. По-другому ее не назвать.
I need to rearm.
Watch your back, pilot.
Здоровенные корабли, конечно, тут.
This is the GTC parapet. We have orders to blockade the Capella jump node, and we must not leave our position. We will sortie a wing of Perseus fighters to assist. Good luck, pilots.
The NTC Maelstrom has entered the asteroid field. When it gets in range, the cruiser will fire its forward beam cannon at the convoy. Alpha 1, you are ordered to neutralize that turret.
All units in the vicinity of the Capella jump node, Mayday! Our convoy is under attack. Repeat, our convoy is under attack. I copy, sir. Disarming your target.
Так, надо турельку грохнуть.
Watch your back, pilot!
Well done, pilot. The Maelstrom's main gun has been neutralized.
I'm on it.
This is the GVG.
Что-то нам...
Excellent work, pilots. We have destroyed the Maelstrom.
Правда, взорвали то, о чем мы говорили. Что мы говорили защищать. Что Вилла и Параком. Тритон Зефус.
Affirmative.
А теперь вопрос, вот эта вот штука дружественная или нет? По-моему, дружественная. Че, окажется, что Деймос такой хопа и переметнулся к врагу, и будет не очень классно. Вон,
This is the GTVA Colossus. We have reached the rendezvous point. Now deploying transports. Theta Wing, stand watch. Alpha, the situation is now under control. You may return to base. Thank you for your escort, Alpha Wing.
Задание, причем возвращаться на базу, пока не появилось. Где у меня движки засунуты. А, вот все появилось. О, до свидания. Даже эмблема есть.
Admiral Petrarch,
Здорово,
the
Илюх.
242nd, have issued a formal apology to the Vasudans for the loss of the Juyun. Be thankful, pilot, that we no longer live in an era in which an incident such as this could ignite an all-out war between our species. The GTVA is strong, and we have moved beyond the misunderstandings of the past. However, the destruction of an Allied ship under our protection is an embarrassment to the squadron. That this happened under your leadership should give you pause. Ask yourself what you could have done to avoid this outcome, and what you will do in the future to ensure it never happens again.
Ничего.
Our offensive against the NTF has achieved limited success. Only the Colossus has enough firepower to break this stalemate. If we fail, the Alliance will have no choice but to agree to Basha's demands. By clearing out the rebel sentry guns in the asteroid field, you have significantly reduced the danger posed to future convoys on this route. Your initiative may save many lives. The Alliance will now take the Colossus on the offensive. We intend to break the back of the rebel fleet in Epsilon Pegasi, and the 242nd will play a pivotal role. Rear Admiral Koth is somewhere in this system. He will not commit the repulse unless it's absolutely necessary. Your job is to create that necessity. To lure Koth into our trap, the first phase of the mission will involve an attack against the rebel cruisers Majestic and Refute. They are defended by a complement of 12 Hercules-class fighters. With the speed and agility of the Perseus, you should be able to outmaneuver the Hercs and take them down. Your primary objective will be to eliminate the fighter escort. This will pave the way for the GTC Rampart and our bomber wings, which will deliver the main thrust of the strike. Our plan is to damage the rebel cruisers while presenting the smallest credible threat. If the rebels think our force consists of nothing more than a Leviathan and a few errant bombers, they may capitalize on this advantage and sortie their fleet. For this reason, the cruisers must not be destroyed before their reinforcements enter the field of engagement. If Koth sends in the repulse to finish the job, Command will deploy the Colossus to strike the final blow. Your secondary objective will be to defend the Rampart during this phase of the battle. The cruiser will probably sustain damage from the earlier exchange. Good luck, Alpha.
Эльфа. Так, что у нас, собственно, ничего нового. Окей.
Alpha, your primary objective is to intercept the escort. The rebel cruisers have anti-fighter guns. Stay out of range to avoid them.
Вот, Рампорт, который Левиафан. Собственно, All Fighters Protect.
Affirmative.
А я пока полечу по посражаюсь. Хопа. Вон враг висит. В своем космосе завис там. Ирод. Так, Энергийные щиты.
Check your six.
Кто тут такой наглый? Сказал я и сам ушел. Был послан, я бы даже сказал.
Alpha, your primary objective is to intercept the escort. The rebel cruisers have anti-fighter guns. Stay out of range to avoid them.
Так, мы сделаем проще. С, все.
Roger that, sir. Engaging your target. Check your six. Objective neutralized.
Жесть, они вдвоем просто садятся на хвост и им даже пофиг, что они друг друга целуют.
Alpha, your primary objective is to intercept the escort. The rebel cruisers have anti-fighter guns. Stay out of range to avoid them.
Так, cover me.
Affirmative. Bandit on your tail. I can't hold them off much longer.
Да, таранить их не самая лучшая идея.
Help me!
Мы потеряли все звено, остался я один. Идеально. Так, как бы вас вынести-то, ироды? Серьезно, их... То есть
Alpha,
нам
your
говорят,
primary objective is to intercept the escort. The rebel cruisers have anti-fighter guns. Stay out of range to avoid them.
Так,
Affirmative.
эффект. В общем, смотрите, мы сейчас их Мы их не будем атаковать, мы подлетим ближе к рампорту и попробуем рядом с рампортом их принять. Потому что у него должны быть хоть какое-то ПВО. Ну, игра говорит, вы типа Херков, ну, Геркулеса, переманеврируйте, чё вам там? Ну, только Геркулесов в 3 раза больше, чем нас.
Bandit on your tail. Affirmative.
Вот. Я говорил.
That's a confirmed kill.
Ну все, эти остались, еще немного этих самых херков.
Affirmative.
Страдал. Их там 5, что ли? 5. Так, у нас почти максимум энергии на щиты уходит. Они в связке действуют. Сейчас мы им хорнетов пошлем.
Proceed with caution, Alpha. Those anti-fighter beams have an effective range of 1,500 meters. Try to lure the escorts away from their cruisers.
Да вот сейчас этим и займут. Да, я обсчитался, их тут 6.
The escort fighters are closing in on you, Alpha. Lure them back to the ramparts.
Watch your back, pilot!
Да, это будет не так легко, как
Alpha,
я
your
думал.
primary objective is to intercept the escort. The rebel cruisers have anti-fighter guns. Stay out of range to avoid them.
Affirmative.
Ладно, первую волну надо у рампорта принимать. По-любому. Там я еще смотрю этот. Бомбер Медуза.
Bandit on your tail.
Да, уже 36%. Блин, это даже у рампорта сложно сделать, тупо потому что... Так. Нет, не выдавать мне это заново.
Alpha, your primary objective is to intercept the escort. The rebel cruisers have anti-fighter guns. Stay out of range to avoid them.
Тут просто несколько вражеских теребителей садятся на хвост сразу и не слезают. Это вам не нынешние аркадные полеталки, где такого не особо происходит. Это FreeSpace 2, тут, блин, нужны, как в Шторме, самолеты, ну и не только в Шторме, как илы вторые нужны самолеты, как любые бомберы, у которых на заднице пушка. Тогда будут большие шансы выжить. Такой ленивый. Мне дико нравится, как вот эти бомберы выглядят. С этими ракетными ушами. Ну, я грохнул одного, мне хватит. Теперь выманивать вот эту вот шоблу. Так, мне нужны все энергии на движки. Еще подлетим. Пустим хорнетами и улетим.
Proceed with caution, Alpha. Those anti-fighter beams have an effective range of 1,500 meters. Try to lure the escorts away from their cruisers. The escort fighters are closing in on you, Alpha. Lure them back to the rampart.
До свидания. Closing on you, конечно. Я на максималке лечу. Я вся энергия на движки, плюс еще ускорение по КД. 140 единиц выжимает истребитель. Для подобных вылазок нужна музыка из Бонда. Папара-па, папара-па-па-па-па, папара-па-па-па-па-па. Они приближаются. Прячемся за рампарт. Мне нравится, из него идут искры, но при этом он полностью живой. 100%. Ты видели, каким они пучком шли? Если промпарт дал...
Your primary objective is to intercept the escort. The rebel cruisers have anti-fighter guns. Stay out of range to avoid them.
Affirmative.
Если бы рампарт дал бы залп с этого лазера чуть быстрее, он же там, по-моему, всех забрал. Ну, почти всех. Почти всю четверку игроков нафиг смело залпом. Меня тоже смело их носовым залпом. Я не знаю вообще, зачем я сунулся туда. Видя, что на меня летит. Но я же не особо умный. Да, дизайны Capital шипов тут так себе. Так, по новой. Только теперь мы не будем выскакивать из-за нашего прикрытия, как я это сделал.
Proceed with caution, Alpha. Those anti-fighter beams have an effective range of 1,500 meters. Try to lure the escorts away from their cruisers. The escort fighters are closing in on you, Alpha. Lure them back to the rampart.
Support! Need more ordnance here!
Теперь меня интересуют щиты. Снова искры идут, он 100%. Они строятся, чтобы на меня зайти. Уроды. Серьезно, видите, каким они порядком идут? Не, я в домике, парни. Надо им вынести этот самый лазор.
Sensors picking up a wing of rebel Lokis, designation Libra. Seek and destroy.
This is Zeta Wing. We've delivered the goods and are returning to base.
This is the GTC Rampart. We're powering down our beam cannons to minimize damage against the cruisers. If we destroy them by accident, our wounds is finished.
Admiral Koff's destroyer has jumped in, the NTD repulse. The big fish has devoured our bait, now sending in the Colossus. The repulse is deploying its fighter wings. Alpha, we need you to intercept. Destroy Ares' wing.
Oh, yeah.
The NTC Majestic has been destroyed.
Ну, минус Majestic, шикарно. Это главный вражеский корабль. Локи тут страдает всяким.
Friendly configuration. The Colossus is now on station. We have eliminated the NTC refuge.
This is the GTVA Colossus. Admiral Koff, you are ordered to power down your vessel immediately and surrender. The Polaris jump node is blockaded. There is no escape.
I have no intention of escaping, Colossus, nor will I surrender. Even if I send my crew to hell with you, this monstrosity will be destroyed.
The repulse has set a collision course for the Colossus.
Don't be absurd, Koff. You are sacrificing 10,000 lives for nothing.
Your cynicism appalls me, Colossus. I have 10,000 officers and crew willing to die for Neoterra. The tyranny of your regime is finished. Admiral Koff out.
Evacuating forward decks 400 through 1200. Bringing turrets to bear. Auxiliary bridge stand by. All hands brace for impact.
I'm on it.
Ну да, скорость у него так себе. 20% критически.
Repulse objective neutralized. Colossus, what's your status?
Damage is minimal here, Command. If only Koth had surrendered instead of playing martyr, his crew would still be alive.
The area is secure. All hostile targets have been neutralized. Return to base. This operation will mark the beginning of the end for the NTF. Well done, pilots.
Мы можем возвращаться. Успешная миссия. Сидел, ни хрена не делал, сражался тупо руками своих подчиненных. Отличный командир.
The Alliance has declared a decisive victory in Epsilon Pegasi. With our blockade of the Polaris jump node, all rebel forces in the system have surrendered. In recognition of your contributions to the Allied victory, you are hereby awarded the Epsilon Pegasi Liberation Medal. The GTVA Security Council and General Assembly extend their gratitude for your service. Admiral Petrarch has requested recommendations for the 134th Barracuda Squadron, a combat evaluation unit. I have forwarded your name as an outstanding candidate. The primary role of the 134th is the field testing of new technologies. In my estimation, you will excel in this challenging position. However, I have also learned that Special Operations Command requires a volunteer for an extremely dangerous operation. If you choose to pursue this course, your assignment with the 134th will be waiting for you upon your return. The decision is yours, pilot.
Причем можно как принять, так и отказаться.
You have volunteered for a covert assignment with Special Operations Command in conjunction with Galactic Terran Vasudan Intelligence. Our primary objective is to provide the Alliance with accurate and comprehensive information regarding the tactics, technologies, activities, and strategic objectives of forces hostile to the GTVA. Missions with the Special Operations Command are carried out deep in enemy territory with minimal logistical support. Our behind-the-lines activities include infiltration, sabotage, surgical strikes, and intelligence gathering. You will be working undercover within the Neo-Terran front, leading Alpha Wing of the 185th Fighter Squadron. Your contact in this mission is Lieutenant Commander Christopher Snipes, an Allied officer who staged his defection to the NTF 6 months ago. As squadron leader of the 185th, Snipes will advise you of your mission objectives both as an NTF pilot and as an Allied operative. You will be equipped with a device that will enable you and Snipes to communicate over a secure frequency in battle. NTF ships will interpret your transmissions as targeting data. The focus of this covert operation is the NTF's ETAC project. Because access to information is restricted to the highest echelon, our knowledge here is limited. ETAC involves the development of a new cutting-edge technology, possibly a weapon of mass destruction. Admiral Bosch oversees the project directly, and the rebels are constructing a prototype on the Iceni command ship. We need to get a closer look. Even a scan of the Iceni would be valuable. We are working with the full cooperation of Vasudan Tactical Command and the Terran 6th Fleet. The probability that you will engage Allied fighters will be minimal. However, should you come under Allied attack, you have limited authorization to return fire in self-defense or to complete your mission objectives as defined by Lieutenant Commander Snipes. Show restraint and use your judgment.
This is Lieutenant Commander Snipes. For all you replacement pilots, welcome to the 185th. As you know, Admiral Koth's defeat in Epsilon Pegasi has opened the Polaris system to Allied attack. At 1425 hours, GTVA expeditionary forces crossed our Jumno blockade. The Colossus won't be far behind. Bosch isn't taking chances. We're moving the Iceni command ship to the Regulus system, where Bosch will install its provisional government. We've practiced this drill before, pilots. Alpha and Beta Wing will escort the Iceni to the jump node. Delta, you're on standby. The Regulus node is located within a small asteroid field. Our job is to clear a path. Asteroids on a collision course with the Iceni will be indicated in white brackets on your HUD. That's how you know which asteroids to shoot. The gunners on the Iceni will help us out, so we shouldn't have too much trouble.
Окей. Чё нам дает? Блять. Зараза какая. Не заметил, что мышка уехала куда-то в свой мир. Далеких фантазий. Так, где? Вот. Корабль у нас. Мы на этом начинали. Собственно. Хорната можем воткнуть. Гарпуну не можем. Бета, альфа. Окей.
Alpha 1, do you copy? We're on a secure channel. We need a scan of the Iceni. Target the warship in close to 600 meters. Keep the ship's lead indicator in the center of your reticle. What's that science cruiser doing out here? NTF Command never briefed me about it. Must have something to do with ETAC. That's strange. I don't know what any of this means. We'll see what our analysts come up with back home.
Allied forces now jumping in. We've got a Mentu-class cruiser with fighter escort and a wing of bombers. All units, defend the Iceni.
Alright kids, here's the game plan. Take out fighters and bombers first, and blast that cruiser back to Vasuda Prime. Something's wrong here. Command said the Vasudans wouldn't attack until the Iceni left Polaris. Either we can double-cross or these Vasudans are not following orders. It's an us or them situation, pilot. Alright, here are the rules. Neutralize anything that attacks the Iceni. Take out beam turrets and shoot down bombs. They fire on you, fire right back. If you don't defend yourself, you'll die out here, Alpha 1. These Vasudans are renegades.
Темпо становится. Блин, я сейчас не посмотрел, что у меня заряжено, у меня все в темпостами обмазано.
Blockade. More Vasudan warships are on their way. The Iceni will proceed to the Regulus node as planned. All units, defend the Iceni and the Hinton. They must reach the Regulus system. The future of Neoterra depends on it.
Интересно, что они там реально разрабатывают, я уж не помню. Оу. Хрень явно побольше. Просто меня протаранил. Вот просто как-то так, да.
Alpha 1, do you copy? We're on a secure channel. We need a scan of the Iceni. Target the warship in close to 600 meters. Keep the ship's lead indicator in the center of your reticle. What's that science cruiser doing out here? NTF Command never briefed me about it. Must have something to do with ETAC. That's strange. I don't know what any of this means. We'll see what our analysts come up with back home.
Allied forces now jumping in. We've got a Mentu-class cruiser with fighter escort and a wing of bombers. All units, defend the Iceni.
Alright kids, here's the game plan. We'll take out fighters and bombers first, and blast that cruiser back to Vasuda Prime. Something's wrong here. Command said the Vasudans wouldn't attack until the Iceni left Polaris. Either we've been double-crossed or these Vasudans are not following orders. So that's our them situation, pilot. Alright, here are the rules. Neutralize anything that attacks the Iceni. Take out beam turrets and shoot down bombs. They fire on you, fire right back. If you don't defend yourself, you'll die out here, Alpha 1. These Vasudans are renegades.
Terra depends on it.
Злоби нет.
Злоби нет? А я не заметил. Ну-ка. Да. И ведь действительно. Таких лягушек раздавленных у нас в страшно.
You must clear a path for the Iceni. Destroy the asteroids before they attack the command ship's hull. Asteroids on a collision course will be indicated with white brackets on your HUD.
Отлично, корабли минусанули. Надо тоже непонятно, соплю грохнуть. От них вполне помогают избавиться другие пилоты. кораблю залететь в это астероидное поле. Уже ничего не летает. Первый корабль ушел. Теперь надо, чтобы IC не ушел. Сколько у него? Господи, 27% осталось. Все, полетел.
Good job, pilots. Admiral Bosch and the Iceni have reached the Regulus system. Let's get back to base on the double.
Догорающий корабль.
Alright, pilot, I've got some good news and some bad news. Good news is we got the Iceni and the Hinton to Regulus. The scan data you collected has been transmitted to the GTVI, and our operation to uncover the secret of ETAC continues as planned. The bad news is we're in a lot more danger than I think you realize. The Vasudan warships were under the command of Admiral Amos, who had full knowledge of our activities. The fact the Vasudans knew the exact time and position of the Iceni's departure has made the rebels just a little suspicious. As usual, the GTVA is overplaying its hand. Amos and his subordinates now face a court-martial for insubordination. The Revs are all over that one. Not only did the Admiral know the position of the Iceni, he wasn't authorized to act on that information. Our squadron will be high on the NTF's list of suspects. One more thing. The pilots under Amos's command had been informed of his renegade status before they launched their attack. Under these circumstances, we had little choice but to return fire or blow the entire operation. Watch your back, pilot. This ain't gonna get any easier. As you have no doubt already heard, the GVD Samtic has destroyed the NTD Cyrene, flagship of the Sirius fleet. As bad as things look in Polaris, the situation in Sirius is even worse. Bosch has redeployed our battle group to reinforce NTF positions in that system. We arrive in Sirius in 6 hours. The 185th will be deployed immediately to rendezvous with the NTT Sunder. Our mission will be to escort the transport back to the Regulus jump node. The cargo on board the Sunder has been classified well beyond my level of clearance. Let's just say if the Sunder goes down, so do we. The Alliance is fighting to secure the Alpha Centauri and Deneb jump nodes, so intelligence believes the risk of engagement will be low. Of course, that's what they told us in Polaris, where we got jumped by half the Vasudan armada. Expect the unexpected, kids, and report to the flight deck at 1310 sharp. Dismissed.
Все узнаешь, Сереж. Наверное. По-моему, скоро должно случиться. А протек main target нельзя, что ли? Ну ладно. Опа. Сварить просто на звенья справа.
Mayday! Mayday! Reactor core breach on all fighters! Half the squad is down! Command, do you copy? We've been set up! Alpha 1 and Beta 1 are traitors! We've been sabotaged!
Пок-пок просто вот. Так, все на щиты. Вот такой вот пок-пок. Просто слишком много. Так, брифинг. Weapon loadout. Максимум тяжести. Хорн нам не понадобится. Вот эти вот. Ракай, да. Ща момент, парни. Я есть вернуться. Давайте попробуем теперь это пройти. Да вот главная проблема этой миссии. Врагов слишком много. Так. Кот, давай ты не будешь по моей клавиатуре ходить. И прям через наушники прошел, чтобы их скинуть. Зараза какая волосатая. осталось из этих уродов. Кот круги наворачивает по столу, но он пробегает по столу, вылезает из-за монитора и бежит по новой. И пытается пробежать через все препятствия. Через клавиатуру, через наушники. Ну, наушники на голове одни, а другие на столе, которые для PlayStation предназначены. Да хорош уже! Кот там провода задрал. Лови, дружочек, пирожочек. Можно вернуть энергию. Но все в равных количествах. Вот, хорош мои пальцы ловить. А он ловит пальцы, которые на клавиатуре видит. Зараза такая.
Sorry I couldn't warn you, Alpha 1. I rigged these fighters with jamming devices and core detonators. The crew chief of the 185th is an Allied operative, so she helped me out. These detonators were a piece of junk. I even followed the directions. At least we mopped up quickly. Spies like us call it sanitizing. The jamming devices should have blocked their transmissions to Rebel Command, but with the luck we're having, the NTF Armada will arrive any second now. Our mission, Alpha 1, is to hijack the NTT Sunder. The transport pilot is one of us, so he'll follow course. We need to make the rebels think the Sunder has been destroyed. A decoy transport will arrive in a few minutes.
Вот так вот. Мы всех предали, потому что мы шпионы. Какие мы молодцы.
Stand easy, pilots. We received a partial transmission reporting a reactor core breach. What happened to your squad?
We were ambushed by an Allied heavy recon unit flying some new kind of fighter. They splashed my squad and jumped before we could take them down.
New kind of fighter, huh? You can tell us all about it at your debriefing. Why don't you rearm and repair, and we'll help you finish your escort. We've got more backup in transit, Alpha and Beta. We just need to hold down the fort a few minutes.
Some of that transmission got through. I can't tell if they're onto us or not. Let's play their game for now. I've got some friends coming, so don't panic.
Увеличиваем щиты.
Alpha 1, engage rebel fighters. Break to attack. Go, go, go!
Вот, вот.
Вот это поворот.
Я плохо мыли.
Alpha 1, meet the 99th Skull, Special Operations Command, the elite of the elite. Those fighters they're flying are the Erinyes class. As far as anyone else knows, they don't even exist. You see the Hamako? That's the new AWACS ship. We're using it to block all enemy transmissions. As long as that ship remains operational, no one on the outside will know what we're up to. As far as the NTF is concerned, we're still loyal and devoted rebel pilots. So watch the Hamako, alright? If we lose the AWACS, our cover's blown for good. The NTC Miley has jumped in. Watch the flak.
Блин, не вовремя я убрал энергию из щитов. Кот, ты мне так экран поцарапаешь. Кто пытается схватить пролетающие мимо звезды и эти самые лазерные вспышки. Он сегодня увидел снег, то есть снегопад, и очень им заинтересовался. Я это засниму сейчас. Кот, ты мне опять все свалить решил, Кот понял, что его сейчас снимать начнут и ушел. Умный, зараза. Кот, нельзя. Ты мне там сейчас все провода повыбираешь. Жарко, блять. Я тебе в следующий раз по лапе дам. Это кот парня, он просто по F1. Его дико радует ловить меня это самое. Ловить мою руку, вот. Вот Сережа пытается постримить. Нет? Не хочешь? Не хочешь? Сидит там. Я это вот здесь вот оставлю.
Не ложился, что ли? Привет.
Здорово, Сань. Да нет, почему ложился? Отлично, там еще и корабль приперся. То есть мало того, что нам сейчас надо всех вот этих вот иродов сбить. Там еще большой корабль припрет.
Command, do you copy? We've been set up. Alpha 1 and Beta 1 are traitors. We've been sabotaged.
Ага, 4% осталось. Раньше его. Лови. Кот устал ловить мои пальцы, прекратил нападать. Вообще весь боезапас. Ага, да, реарм, конечно.
Sorry I couldn't warn you, Alpha 1. I rigged these fighters with jamming devices and core detonators. The crew chief of the 185th is an Allied operative, so she helped me out. These detonators were a piece of junk. I even followed the directions. At least we mopped up quickly. Spies like us call it sanitizing. The jamming devices should have blocked their transmissions to Rebel Command. But with the luck we're having, the NTF Armada will arrive any second now. Our mission, Alpha 1, is to hijack the NTT Sunder. The transport pilot is one of us, so he'll follow course.
4%
Need to make the rebels think the Sunder has been destroyed. A decoy transport will arrive in a few minutes.
То мало того, что сейчас еще прилетят подкрепления противнику, потом прилетят подкрепления с кораблем боевым, растудыть его туды.
Stand easy, pilots. We received a partial transmission reporting a reactor core breach. What happened to your squad?
We were ambushed by an Allied heavy recon unit flying some new kind of fighter. They splashed my squad and jumped before we could take them down.
Все же было нормально, воевали за что-то там. И внезапно мэр был.
То есть почему внезапно? Серег, ты за сюжетом не следил. Мы воевали с повстанцами. Показали себя очень хорошо, и нам говорят: вот, ну, короче, тут тебя приглашают там принять участие в секретной опасной операции, либо ты можешь сразу в пилоты-тестировщики нового оборудования идти. Я такой: принять. И это задание — это шпионить в стане врага. То есть предыдущую миссию эту мы прикидываемся повстанцами. И предыдущую нам надо было провести корабль, на который нечаянно напали дебилы, которым дали приказ не нападать, но и все равно напали. Вот. Мы их позбивали всех нахер. И сейчас мы уничтожили, собственно говоря, мятежные корабли, которые нам мешали, и пытаемся спереть транспортник, вот, который у нас на экране, этот Сандер. Вот. Мы его пытаемся спиздить. И пилот Сандера за нас. Мы шпионы, и мы должны его увести. А вот этот прилетают всякие подкрепления. Которые должны нам мешать.
Some of that transmission got through. I can't tell if they're onto us or not. Let's play their game for now. I've got some friends coming, so don't panic.
Не следил.
Как бы основную свою идею мы не предали.
Alpha 1, engage rebel fighters. Break to attack. Go, go, go!
Да, вы там сами атакуете друг друга, а я тут со щитами пока полетаю поднятыми.
Alpha 1, meet the 99th Skulls, Special Operations Command, the elite of the elite. Those fighters they're flying are the Erinyes class. As far as anyone else knows, they don't even exist. You see the Hamako? That's the new AWACS ship. We're using it to block all enemy transmissions. As long as that ship remains operational, no one on the outside will know what we're up to. As far as the NTF is concerned, we're still loyal and devoted rebel pilots. So watch the Hamako, alright? If we lose the AWACS, our cover's blown for good. The NTC Miley has jumped in. Watch the flak.
Да, вы там сражаетесь.
Keep your eye on the ball, kids. We're almost there. But if that decoy doesn't get here real soon, we'll have to bail.
6%. 96 нормально.
Here comes the Hellespont, Aeolus class.
Да, блей, опять, да епты. Да блей, ну ёбный. Может, не надо? Давай, звено суперасов на несуществующих истребителях, вперед. Покажите, насколько вы крутые, а я тут пока посмотрю.
Okay, we've got the Naxos jumping in with the decoy. About time you guys made it. Let's secure the area and bring it on home.
Отлично. Лавак сбили. Думаешь, только ты умеешь пользоваться ускорением, дебил?
We've taken out the Hellespont. Well done, people.
Норм, пока 4 хп продолжается. Замес. Сколько там Сандеру осталось? %, ух, близко. Кот куда-то ушел. Ну и слава богу. В проводах не будет сидеть. Арго. Это Арго, интересно? Да, тоже Арго. Есть. Ну, давай, скажи на базу возвращаться, пожалуйста. Да, сказать возвращайся на базу, там, молодец. Не надо? А вот все. Задание вернуться на базу появилось. Потрепанный жизнью и предательством.
Thanks to our heist, the Sunder is now in Allied custody. With our scan of the Iceni and the capture of the rebel transport, the GTVI can begin to unravel the secret of Bosch's ETAC project. The destruction of the Hamaka forced our hand. The Rebs are now fully aware that we're card-carrying members of Galactic Terran Vasudan intelligence. As far as I'm concerned, we achieved the objectives of this covert operation. It wouldn't have taken the Rebs long to figure out our involvement in this attack, and the Vasudan ambush in Polaris was more than just coincidence. We're taking you to Deneb, where you'll catch a transport back to Capella. You'll rendezvous with the Aquitaine there and continue with your next squadron assignment. It's been an honor working with you, pilot. Good luck.
Yeah.
At 2150, the Colossus entered the Polaris system and neutralize the NTD Andronicus and the NTC Camisard, securing the jump node from Epsilon Pegasi. Meanwhile, the 13th Asudan battle group has destroyed the NTD Cyrene and gained foothold in Sirius. Intelligence reports that Admiral Bosch and his elite guard have withdrawn to the rebel enclave of Regulus. Command anticipates a total Allied victory in less than 30 days. Dr. Hargrove's task force has determined that the subspace portal in Gamma Draconis was constructed by the ancients, an extinct civilization discovered near the end of the Great War. Artifacts excavated in the Altair system contain data that enabled the GTA and PVN to destroy the ST Lucifer. Many Terran and Asudan systems once belonged to the Ancients' Empire, which the Shivans obliterated 8,000 years ago. The portal has been renamed Knossos after the Earth's Minoan civilization. Intelligence has learned that Bosch acquired ancient materials from an excavation site in the Deneb system. These artifacts somehow enabled Bosch to locate and activate the Knossos portal. This explains the presence of the Admiral's command ship in the Deneb asteroid belt. Bosch then sent the NTC Trinity into Gamma Draconis to activate the portal, which lured the Shivans into that system. We do not know Bosch's motives or what the Shivans are doing in the nebula. Allied scientists studying the portal remain optimistic about the potential for this technology. 5 to 10 years, we might be able to restore contact with Earth or create new jump nodes to unexplored regions of the galaxy. For this reason, the portal must remain open for as long as possible. Command has issued a standing order: destroy the device, and a full-scale invasion be imminent. The destruction of the Ravana has intensified Shivan activity in the nebula. The Shivan fleet appears to be smaller than the armada we defeated 3 decades ago, and our improved technology gives us a tactical advantage. However, with the possibility of uncharted jump nodes leading to more Shivan-infested systems, we cannot know with any certainty the full extent of the enemy force. A miscalculation on our part could unleash the second Shivan invasion of our home systems. The Aquitaine will spearhead the next phase of our exploration and containment operation in the nebula. To help us achieve our objectives, the Alliance has developed new technologies, including advanced warning and control systems, or AWACS, and gas mining vessels to gather deuterium for our fusion reactors. Prototypes of these new tactical weapons and fighters will be deployed pending successful completion of field tests. The 134th Barracudas will be conducting these combat exercises near the Gamma Draconis jump node. 2 next-generation weapons are now available: Morning Star and the EMP missile. The GTW ML-70 Morning Star improves upon the flail gun developed during the Great War. Recent advances in high-temperature optics enable the primary focusing chamber of the Morning Star to produce a more coherent charge. Though an energy weapon, Morning Star has a powerful kinetic effect on its target. The EMP missile interferes with the electronic systems of vessels caught within the blast radius of the warhead. Detonation scrambles targeting data and jams communications. Tactically, the EMP is an effective anti-bomber weapon. It prevents these craft from acquiring aspect lock and temporarily shuts down the guidance and propulsion systems of warheads in flight.
Welcome to the 134th Barracudas, pilot. I'm Commander Vinci, your squadron leader. The 134th is a Combat Evaluation Unit, or CEU, which means we're among the first to test new ships and weapons in the field. While we carry out our missions, engineers will gather data on the systems we've been assigned to test. In this mission, our primary objective is to escort 2 Triton-class freighters, the Air Pura and the Vauban. They will enter the nebula at the Gamma Draconis node and travel to their waypoint, where they will rendezvous with the GTCV Warspite. Their cargo is the new Target Acquisition and Guidance Missile System. The GTA Lucidity will provide AWACS support for this mission. With its powerful sensor array, the Lucidity will transmit targeting data to your fighter, effectively increasing your sensor range. The 134th will be the first to test the system in the nebula. Now keep in mind that the C in CEU stands for combat. These aren't controlled laboratory experiments. Shivan activity has intensified, so you can expect to engage some Maras and Canes out there. If the action gets too intense, call in reinforcements at your discretion. Good luck, pilot.
Так, что нам выдали? Корабль. Ага, последний перехватчик, который у нас и был. Long Range Tactical Kinetic Weapon. Шпуньк. Так, ну это как мы оставим.
Command, this is Alpha Wing. We are on station at the Gamma Draconis node.
We are sending in the transports now, Alpha.
Lucidity here. The AWACS is coming online. We're picking up hostiles at long range.
Отличная летная погода, ну вы видите.
We've got company.
Куски кораблей, класс. А нет, не куски, это корабли. Где-то я это уже слышал. Не вы из комбатили? Александр, приди порядок на это, как говорится. Спереди мигает точка на радаре Союза.
Sensors have picked up a King-class cruiser. Call in Zeta Wing if you require assistance.
Ну, чё бы нет. Reinforcement. Zeta Wing.
Missile banks depleted. Calling in support.
Fighter.
Roger that, sir. Engaging your target.
Cancer. Take them out now, Alpha.
Thanks, Alpha. We'll take it from here.
All detected enemy craft have been neutralized. Alpha Wing, return to base.
3% довезли. Транспортным. С ценным грузом.
Both the Aaron Pura and the Vauban survived the Shivan ambush. The combat field test of the target acquisition and guidance missile will proceed on schedule. The 134th will be working with the Warspite on this exercise. Command rates the initial deployment of the AWACS a complete success. Our improved sensor capability gave us a tactical advantage we required to respond quickly and decisively to the Shivan attack. Prepare your wing for your next sortie, pilot. The TAG missile combat field test begins at 0315. The 134th will now assist with the combat evaluation of the target acquisition and guidance missile. Captain Forsyth of the Warspite has requested you specifically for this mission, so you must have made quite an impression on your last sortie. The Warspite will supervise this combined arms exercise. When you hit a target with the TAG warhead, the missile's beacon will illuminate the target for Allied capital ships within range. All available firepower will be brought to bear for a quick resolution. This technology could be a decisive advantage for the GTVA. In this exercise, we will test the prototype TAG-A. Command has deployed scout wings to Shivan positions. They will lure targets within range of our guns. Once the enemy approaches, get in behind the target quickly and launch your tags. Stay within 3,000 meters of the corvette for maximum effectiveness. The Lucidity will provide AWACS coverage. For this mission, you'll be flying a refurbished Ulysses Space Superiority fighter, specially modified for this exercise. The Ulysses is a great war antique, but the fighter still handles well, and the modifications will enable TAG engineers to monitor the progress of the exercise.
Блин, а тот ли это, та ли это миссия?
This is Alpha Wing. We are in position and standing by.
Acknowledged.
Одна из следующих.
Scouts are inbound with enemy fighters in pursuit. Number of bandits unknown.
Просто громада корабля. Жаль, только они тупые ракеты, в смысле, не наводятся. Тупо летят вперед.
Mayday, mayday! This is Scout 3. A large Shivan force is headed for your position. I'm under heavy fire here. Help me!
Оп, я вернулся. У меня что-то потух. Блин, у меня чат потух, я не заметил. Я думал, никто просто не комментирует, потому что не интересно. Сейчас. Я вижу, Серег, что ты писал. Но все же.
This is Alpha Wing. We are in position and standing by.
Acknowledged. Scouts are inbound with enemy fighters in pursuit. Number of bandits unknown.
Сбить их без тага просто. Всех. Подчистую. Здорово. Наверное, уходить будет. 5. На самом деле, это 2 последние миссии.
Scout 1 here. I'm bugging out. They thrashed me good back there.
На этом закончим. Че вас мучить-то? Ладно, спасибо, парни, что были на стриме. Всем пока, пойду поем. Всем тоже желаю поесть, причем вкусно. Вот я пойду поем полезно, понюхаю там помидорку, вотру в себе в кожу огурец. Спасибо, пока, увидимся.